Ho, ho, ho! I think I start every Christmas episode like this. Welcome back, boys and girls, to another fantastic episode of OtaP Christmas.
Woo! Yay!
It's totally still Christmas.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was just yesterday.
I still see snow outside, so
I've got a t-shirt on with the classic Christmas character. I'm drinking some eggnog and tea, and I've got a warm fuzzy sweater on.
and that's all you need to know that it is Christmas. Still.
That's all I need to know that it's still Christmas still.
I was talking to Santa. He was like, "Oh yeah, it was pretty great. Just delivering those presents." Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, when were you talking to Santa?
Well, just earlier today, like right before we started recording.
Oh, really? I actually had lunch with him yesterday.
Oh, cool.
Am I the only
Yeah.
one who hasn't met Santa?
No, I thought you had like the Halloween party that one year. Do you remember? There was LeBron James and
that wasn't
Santa.
actually Santa. That was someone dressed up as Santa.
I don't know. Dracula was there. The Wolfman was there. The guy, the imposter from Among Us was there. I'm pretty sure that was the real Santa.
That's just classic Halloween party. People dressed up, and someone decided that they'd, do it a bit early and dress up as Santa.
I don't know. Dracula did bite my neck.
No. I agree with you, Thatcher, because I think I was there and I was also dressed as Santa. So when him and I saw each other, we were like, "Oh, that's funny."
Wait, there aren't two Santa Clauses?
No.
Oh no.
Do we need to talk?
I gotta go think some stuff. I gotta go think about some things.
I'm pretty sure Santa uses a cloning machine.
It's the Santaverse. How else do you think he's in like every mall in the U.S. at the same time?
Exactly.
Solomon truly was right when he said there is nothing new under the sun. Because you think that the phrase Santaverse is something totally fresh and original, but I've learned through my family that apparently the Santa Clauses TV show has a very similar concept to it.
Huh. There's a TV show about Santa.
It's specifically the Tim Allen Santa.
Oh.
Gotcha.
And it gets crazy from what I've heard.
Huh. The more you know.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Which I recently learned is from a TV show.
A TV show called The More You Know?
I don't think so. It was like an older TV show. And there was a character who maybe I think it ended every episode or something like that with the more you know. So apparently it's a generational thing that if you say that, and to a particular, I think it's just our parents' generation, but like
Xers?
they have a different understanding of it because of this TV show.
Huh.
If they've seen it.
Generational stuff. Interesting. Well, speaking of knowing and the more you know, it's time to get to know the new year.
Yeah.
That I could... Not my best segue, but I'm sticking with it. As is OtaP tradition, it is time for us to determine the new year, new animal, new aspiration.
Yay!
Because it's our job, self-appointed.
It's our legal responsibility. It's our ethical duty to do this.
It's our government provided like job requirement to do this. The government paid us.
Bo Jiden came down and he said, "Oh, guys, you gotta do this."
Joseph Brandon himself came over and he's like, "All right, guys, I need you to make the animal. Make the funny animal."
Joseph Brandon?
Yes. Have you never heard anyone call him Brandon before?
No.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
I'm so confused.
I'm in the same boat as you, and it's sinking, so we should probably do this quick.
Yeah, jump out. Yeah. Whee!
Wah!
Wow! Alrighty. So, who wants to go first?
Wait, didn't we have to do the animal first?
Oh, I guess, yeah, we'll talk about the old one. The last year's animal was the raccoon. It was Year of the Raccoon. Find the treasure in the trash. How'd we do on that, boys? How'd we do on that?
I'm gonna say good.
I feel like I did good as well. I can't think of any specific, at least not specific ones that I want to bring up because I don't want this to become a bummer. But I felt like I did a very good job. I'll give myself that. I did a very good job of finding the treasure in the trash this year.
Yay. Everyone give yourself a pat on the back.
Yeah.
And then pat Thatcher's back.
Oh, all the pats! I can't breathe.
Just have a million hands coming out of the portal behind Thatcher, just patting his back.
This is a Lovecraftian horror episode, actually.
SCP-3048,
Merry Christmas.
the back patter.
SCP-5074, the pack batter. SCP-5074 is an object class Keter. Let's get onto our new animals.
Yeah.
Who would care? Which one of you would care to go first?
I will.
Groovy. Go right ahead.
I nominate the butterfly.
Butterfly. Okay. What's the aspiration? I like the butterfly.
The aspiration is all kind of interconnected, but also broken into three things. But mostly interconnected, because they could all just be, like, kind of one thing if I could find the right words for it. Remember how we had the year of the bee?
Yes, I remember it fondly.
Bees are pretty dutiful. They have a purpose, yeah? Well, butterflies seem to have a lot less purpose, and they kind of just go from place to place. So, butterfly, take some time to just be and just enjoy where you're at. Be patient.
Okay.
And follow your dream, because turns out butterflies have some symbolism connection to dreams, apparently. So I thought that was cool.
Interesting. I like that. So it's butterfly, take some time to be, follow your dream.
And be patient. Is
Be
a part
patient.
of that as well.
Okay. Cool. I like that.
To just be where you're at.
It's kind of funny. Can I share mine?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've been sitting on this one for a bit.
Don't you know that's animal cruelty?
Oh, but it's a big animal.
Oh, okay.
The other side of the coin, I would say, I was going to suggest Year of the Boar, Rage Through the Pain.
It's a very different vibe.
Yes, it is. I have some stuff that I am ready to be done with this year. And I am ready to rage through the pain.
You would like to rage?
I would like to rage. It's more of a, it's not just like a be angry, it's harness your emotions to become just a
rage monster.
A contained rage monster who files their taxes on time. A responsible rage monster. You're harnessing your emotions.
I want to see
get
this as a
through
D&D character now.
A bugbear barbarian who's an accountant.
The barbarian who files his taxes on time.
A bugbear barbarian wizard.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know why bugbear. Probably because you said monster. Alrighty. And the third animal in aspiration. These are good. I like these ones. These are fun.
I'm going to be I'm kind of going in like the reverse direction of Isaac's. I was thinking year of the caterpillar.
Wow.
And emphasizing evolution and change and growth, because caterpillars are like, oh, I'm a little worm, and then they become like, oh, giant butterfly, oh, and yeah.
Very
yeah, and
true.
that's exactly how it sounds too when they become butterfly. It's like, oh!
Ian would know. He spends a lot of his time just watching caterpillars and butterflies.
I watch Animal Planet.
I thought you said Anime Planet for a second.
Anime Planet.
It's a very different show.
But yeah.
Neat.
And you know, like we start out as we are, and we just kind of like, I mean, we're just like caterpillars. We just like eat and sleep, and then we just get bigger over time. So it's like, yeah.
No, I like it.
This will be a tough one.
Verily. Alrighty, so we're gonna come back and check back and come back. If you're listening to this right now, how, but make sure to post your vote on the YouTube.
The
YouTube, maybe.
huh?
We have our YouTube.
Some weird time travels going on here.
I posted a poll on our YouTube account.
Oh, the community post, right?
Yeah, the community post.
Oh, okay.
I posted 3 videos. Whoever watches the most video, the video that gets the most likes is... the community tab.
Neat.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see the millions of votes that we'll get from our billions of listeners.
Whom we have made up.
Yes. All fabricated. Okay, moving away from the bummers, we're moving into the funners.
The funners.
Who would like to do their bit first?
No nose goes.
Well, I don't have a nose, obviously, so I guess I'll go first.
Yay! Yay!
I don't know why you guys are cheering about my lost nose.
We're cheering about how this piece of trash has finally become a piece of treasure.
My nose?
The fact that you've lost your nose allows you to go first.
I'll just have to figure out where Barry is, and then he can go find it for me.
Yes.
Barry. Oh yeah, Barry. Yeah.
Wait, isn't he dead?
We haven't been in the office for a while.
Maybe I'll bring him back. I'm a mad scientist, don't you know? These are just all the things you didn't know about me. I've lost my nose, I'm a mad scientist, and something else that I haven't told you yet.
We'll find bangers and mash, and they'll find your nose. They'll make you a new nose.
Oh, amazing. Made out of...
bangers and mash.
Great. Okay, so, last year, I think both of you had some various Christmas traditions, both real and fabricated.
That would be safe to say.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought I'd refresh us on weird Christmas traditions, but more importantly, perhaps, where they are from.
Oh.
So we're playing a little of Where in the World is Christmas, San Diego?
Yes. I thought you didn't like Greenland.
No, I'm doing Carmen San Diego. And I don't dislike Red and Link. I watched a lot of Good Mythical Morning back in the day.
As for me, I hate them.
I meant like that.
For the following reasons!
I remember you telling me you did like the super long titles for all their games.
Oh, yeah, that we have beef on. But,
okay,
you know.
is that the tune for Where in the World is Carmen San Diego?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's also their tune for Where in the World did this something food come from.
Gotcha. Okay. The more you know.
Exactly. That's the theme. So, perhaps you all remember the Yule lads?
I remember the Yule lads.
Oh, I need a refresher on that.
I've never forgotten the Yule lads.
For anyone who doesn't remember, basically there's this tradition of 13 mischievous trolls who roam the country in the fortnight before Christmas.
Fortnite!
And they each have their own personality. Doorway sniffer, spoon licker, sausage swiper, candle stealer, curd gobbler, and the ominously named window peeper.
And Stubby.
If you're curious, this is from an article called The 8 Strangest Christmas Traditions on Earth at yha.com.
Window sniffer or door sniffer.
Yeah, if you combine doorway sniffer and window peeper, you get doorway sniffer or doorway peeper and window sniffer.
The new Swiffer window sniffer.
Anyways, they each take turns visiting children, and they leave shoes in their bedroom window. Oh, sorry, they visit children who leave shoes in their bedroom window and either drop off pressies or rotting potatoes. Regardless, where do you think this tradition is primarily and originally located? Should I give a multiple choice?
I know where this is located.
The Yule lads.
I feel like I should give multiple choice.
I mean, some of them might be easier than others, though. So I would say, I don't know. It's up to you. It's your bit. It's your bit, man.
Yeah, up to you.
Based on some of the later ones, I'm going to go with multiple choice.
Okay.
Is this located in Norway, Iceland, or Germany?
I'm gonna say Norway.
I'm going to say Iceland.
The answer is Iceland.
Dang
These
it.
are the Icelandic Yule lads.
I'm really glad you gave us multiple choice because the place that I had in my brain was Greenland. And it was weird because I could visualize the shape of Iceland and I'm like, this is it. This is the place. And my brain is like, yeah, that's Greenland. It's not Greenland. It's Iceland.
So what you're saying is I should have said Iceland, Greenland, and Norway.
Yes, I was. You said Norway, Greenland, and I'm like, oh yeah, the last one's gonna be Iceland, and you're like Germany, and I'm like, oh, hold on.
You could have kept all the lands together. You could have been like Iceland, Greenland, or Scotland. One of those three. Or England.
So true. Okay, ready for the second one?
Yeah.
This is the tradition of the pooper and the pooping log.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
So, for some inexplicable reason, as this article says, this place has not one, but two excrement-based Christmas traditions. The first roughly translates to the pooper, and it uses a figurine of a pantsless peasant laying some poop. And the second is a stick with a grin on its face that lives on the dinner table and is kept warm with a blanket and fed every day with nuts and sweets. It then gets beaten with sticks on Christmas Eve to poop out presents.
Yeah.
So,
Did I take the wrong meds this morning? Like I'm just confused.
Did I take Adderall or acid?
do you think that this tradition comes from Switzerland, Austria, or Catalonia?
Or Germany?
Or Iceland.
Or Greenland?
Catalonia is my guess.
What say you, Ian?
I think I'm also going to say, how's it pronounced Catalonia? Wait, that doesn't sound real. Is that a real country? No. No.
It is.
It is?
Yes.
Man, where are all these countries coming from? Catalonia, I guess.
Actually, Catalonia is a region in Spain.
Oh.
Fair enough. I'm sure it is by many considered its own country.
Its own country. Just like how we consider Maine to be its own country.
Well, you are both correct. It is Catalonia.
Yay!
Yay!
This third one, I think we also may have had come up in a previous one. I believe it's called Mary Lude or
Oh, yeah.
Wid.
Schwid.
There's now a dog barking in the background. How fun.
The dog doesn't like Mary Schwid, I guess.
I'm just pausing for a moment for the dog
No,
to
yeah, that's
stop.
fine. Now for a word from our sponsors. Hey kids!
Yes, makeup sponsors.
Do you need some cream?
Why are you directing it towards children immediately?
Come on, kids!
Guys, look at this podcast. They're directing ads towards children on Spotify. We need to get them. Get them.
Hey adults, do you need some cream?
Do you need cream to give to your kids?
Okay, moving on. Back to our regularly scheduled program. This country enjoyed parading an undead horse around their villages to celebrate the happiest time of the year. The custom involves draping a white sheet over a pole with a horse skull attached and knocking on people's doors. The party carrying the morbid effigy then sing to the residents, who are supposed to sing back before giving them food or drink. There is some debate about whether it translates as Holy Mary or Grey Mare, but either seems equally creepy to us.
I think Holy Mary... I think it was supposed
Holy
to be Grey
Mary.
Mare. But yeah, that's what they say. Like, they open the door, they're like, Holy Mary!
Holy Mary, Peter, the horse is here.
And then like, no, it's a Grey Mare. Sorry for the confusion.
Okay.
Holy Mary, it's the Grey Mare.
Do you think that this tradition is from Ireland,
I thought I heard you say island, not Ireland.
Ireland?
Is this from island? Non-specific?
Island, archipelago, or continent?
Or is it from Sweden?
Oh, Sweden.
Or Greenland?
Or Wales?
Hello, Sweden.
Well, why would Wales want with a horse? That doesn't make any sense.
What are you talking about? Wales
They
love
can't even
to
survive
eat
it.
horses.
To eat horses?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm imagining a giant, like, beluga whale just, like, swallowing a horse now.
Well, you've
I'm
pictured the
imagining-
wrong whale.
I'm imagining those like orca tours they have in like San Juan Islands, and there's just like a horse on board, like looking around nervously.
It falls off, and then it's just like, help!
No, it doesn't even fall off.
Help!
The orca just like leaps up.
Like that scene in the Meg where it like just goes over and just chomp, and then like dives down the other side.
Exactly
It's
like
horrifying,
that.
actually.
So, where do you think this tradition is from? Ireland, Sweden, or Wales?
I think this is Wales.
This is Welsh. This is Welsh.
You are both correct.
Yay!
Yay, Wales.
Wales and
I'm going to
horses.
skip the next two because I'm pretty sure you both remember exactly where these ones are from.
What were they?
Kentucky Fried Christmas
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Krampus.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so actually, even after that one episode we recorded, I remember seeing a news story thing or like an article where it was like, oh, people who pretend to be in Krampus in X country are like actually kind of harassing people or something like that. I forget what it was.
And a horse skull isn't harassment?
Well, no, the people. So I'm gonna assume it's the same country that like Krampus like comes from, but like I guess there's this tradition where a bunch of people will like dress up as Krampus and like just go around kind of like harassing people.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
guess, like-
the tradition. So the tradition is many towns, especially in Alpine villages, celebrate this night on December 5th when dozens of men dressed as the half-goat demon parade through the streets brandishing sticks and terrorizing children.
That sounds kind of funny, actually.
The picture shown for this one is a guy very well dressed up holding a flare in the streets.
Ooh.
And it's very
That-
spooky.
You gotta respect the art, right? I mean, these are just cosplayers who are really into their role. Like it's.
Yes. I'm going to skip one more because its title kind of gives away where it's from,
Okay.
which is La Befana.
That doesn't...
It doesn't?
Italy.
It's France or Spain? Spanish?
Maybe I will do this one.
Okay.
Basically, it's a celebration of a wine-drinking witch.
What? Okay.
12 days after Santa's visit on the eve of the Epiphany, families leave out a glass of wine and a plate of sausages for La Befana, who pops down the chimney on her broomstick. According to folklore, the old lady knocked back an invitation from the three wise men to witness the birth of Christ, and was so devastated about missing it, she spends every Christmas time gliding around the country, searching for the blessed bairn. Conveniently, she also finds time to be in charge of doling out presents to good kids and coal to naughty ones.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I need to move to wherever this country is. I love this. I love this Christmas lore. No, dudes, I'm not going to visit some baby. I've got, like, I don't know, taxes or something to do. Later. Oh, shoot, that was the Christ King? Ah, beans.
Is this tradition from Spain, Italy, or France?
You just start.
Gee, I wonder why he chose those ones.
I choose Italy. I stick with Italy. I think I got
I'm
it.
going to go with Italy too.
You're both correct. It is
Okay,
Italy.
cool.
I was right.
So one of the notes it has on this article is with her gliding around the country searching for the blessed baron, though we're not sure why she thinks she'll find him in Italy.
Holy Roman Empire.
So true.
To be honest, these are some great costume opportunities or like cosplay opportunities. So like for these different characters and like these traditions.
Oh yeah, no. So the picture for this is a bunch of like ladies dressed up as witches
Oh, that's awesome.
and with broomsticks.
We should do an OtaP Christmas convention where it's just all Christmas themed. If you had to, sorry, I'm hijacking this. If you had to cosplay as one Christmas character, which one would it be?
Oh gosh, I was about to say the Yule Man, but that was not what I meant. Oh no.
The Yule Man!
Oh, you don't you don't want to know. Oh, no, I'm not talking about the Yule Man.
I was about to say the pooper just for fun, but no.
the poop. Public nudity.
It's a weird cultural zeitgeist the pooper is. They make like little poopers for a lot of different things. I found a freaking cat noir pooper for Miraculous Ladybug one time. I don't remember why I was looking up cat noir, but I found a freaking cat noir pooper, and I can't get that out of my head.
I'm looking at this up.
Don't! No, Ian, no!
So what's funny is I'm actually like we've had this tradition, or like we used to, because we had a pooping reindeer that like you put jelly beans in it.
Right.
And it poops out jelly beans. And I completely forgot about it until this moment. I think I would probably dress up as a gonk.
A gonk?
Not like a gonk droid from Star Wars. They're basically like gnomes, and all the gnomes that you see in like stores, especially around Christmas, are actually gonks.
Okay.
The main difference is that like you can't see their faces other than their nose, because the rest is hidden by their hat and their beard.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And they're basically like good luck gnomes if you treat them
cute.
well.
Is it from Sweden, Iceland, or Greenland?
I actually looked this up, and I forget, but I want to say it was Norway.
Interesting.
Oh.
I'd have to look it up again.
I would either dress up as one of those witches or the Yule cat.
I was also considering the Yule cat.
Yeah.
I'd be
Just
the
a big cat.
I'd be the curdled milk the Gargler or whatever his name is.
The curd gobbler.
The curd. Okay.
And I would just make the Murloc noise like. Whoa! You should play the Murloc noise like in post.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Murloc noise.
Okay, I'm going to do one more. Would you prefer to learn about spider webs, the Christmas tradition, or radish carving?
Radish carving.
Yeah, let's go with that one, because I can't decide.
Cool. So, every year in this country, the days before Christmas are marked with an event known as the Night of the Radishes.
That sounds like
no, this is not a low-budget 80s horror movie.
Yeah!
Instead, it is a vegetable carving competition. Participants get remarkably creative with everything from nativity scenes to fantastical monsters on display as thousands of visitors witness the fun. The radishes in question are grown specially and pumped with chemicals to grow immense. But they can only be displayed for a few hours before the fragile vegetables wither away.
What? What is this?
And some of the pictures that this article has are astonishing.
This sounds like a beautiful friggin' like D&D supplement book.
Oh yeah.
like you're visiting like magic spells to increase the radishes, but they only last for like a few hours before they this is magical.
Yeah, one of the first ones is very much like a Lovecraftian Cthulhu monster. And is incredible.
Not the type of magic I was thinking, but okay, cool, that too.
Okay. Let me think for a moment.
We'll do another sponsor break. Hey kids, need some radish cream?
I'm going for the kids. Keep these kids away from Thatcher.
Oh gosh, well, that's...
Stop trying to sell them cream. You always go for cream too. What are you doing?
I don't know why. I'm
Hi
imagining
kids,
like,
want some cream?
like hand cream. I don't know why. It's like all the infomercials wrapped together, because there's always like those commercials for like joint cream, and then it's always like toy commercials for kids.
Okay. Is this tradition from China, Mexico, or Egypt?
I think it's China.
Oh my goodness.
China.
Well, I'm trying to think about where the radish has popularity.
I remember the scene in Kung Fu Panda 2 when he eats the radishes, so that's why I
Yeah.
said China.
The only thing I can think of for radishes in Mexico is like the little baggies of like pickled vegetables that they hand out sometimes.
I've never been to Mexico.
Okay. No, like I don't know. There's a taco bus near where I work, and they give you just like a Ziploc baggie with like some pickled carrots and I think radishes. I'm gonna go with China too.
You are both incorrect.
No,
It is Mexico.
Oh well.
Mhm.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da. Bing.
Okay, that's all for me.
Cool.
You guys only got that one wrong, and then I think one for Ian with the Yule lads.
You will love the Yule lads.
And now you'll never forget where they're from because you're gonna dress up as a curd gobbler.
Yeah, and I'm putting in the chat, but it'll sound like this in case you guys don't know what Murloc sounds like.
Curd gobbler.
Might not.
Okay, Murloc. Murloc Holmes.
Hey there, podcast listener. Are you looking for a way to make your impact on the world? No, we aren't looking for any money or dedication of life. Yet. No, we're simply here to let you know that the OtaP Season 2 Big Funny Awards voting ballot is open. That's right, the OtaP Season 2 Big Funny Awards voting ballot is your perfect way to let the world know what you think of your 6.5 favorite podcast. This year's ballot includes such wonderful topics as which liquid is the most important, what animal would win in a fight, merch ideas, and of course the always coveted Big Funny Award. And for those of you who don't think your vote counts, remember, last year you collectively created and killed a fan favorite character. You sick monsters. So don't delay, the ballot is only open until August
27th.
For more information, check our social medias or click the link in the description below to vote. The OtaP Season 2 Big Funny Awards voting ballot. It's really cool.
Okay, well, who is next?
I guess I could go next.
Alrighty.
Alright, so we haven't brought up a Reddit in a while.
Oh, goody!
Oh, you probably know what I'm talking about already, don't you?
I don't. I just
Oh.
wanted to say, oh, goody.
Oh, cool. So
Oh, wait a minute. Now I think I know what you're talking about.
So there is a site on Reddit, and the subreddit is called "Am I the Asshole?" I'm gonna assume that I just got blurred out by a really funny noise that I don't know what that sounds like, but just I'm gonna assume it was really funny. And so on the subreddit, there are people who post who are like, "Am I the asshole for not depositing blank in blank, or am I the jerk for refusing to go to my daughter's wedding because her husband is like
Killed by dog.
from Spain or something? I don't know." From Iceland.
Because her husband is a Yule lad.
Her husband sniffed my window and licked my pots.
And gargled my milk.
Gobbled my curds. I was gonna eat those curds. Put them on a nice poutine.
He just gargled them right in front of me.
Tried to sell my kids cream.
It's definitely gobbled, not
Oh,
gargled.
gobbled. Oh, he just. Oh, he gargled.
Curd gargler. Oh, you curd gargler.
But I was able to find Christmas ones because I just used the word Christmas as like a search point, and there's a bunch of Christmassy posts on said Reddit page. So we're gonna be reading these off, and I want you guys to see if I want to hear your guys' opinion on whether or not this person is the a-hole or not the a-hole. All right.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So let us begin.
This is good.
All my ethics
Alright.
classes have prepared me for this.
I've been watching The Good Place, so I'm prepared too.
All right, I haven't read any of these, and I love this title, so we're doing this
Oh, no.
first. Am I the asshole for saying I won't come to Christmas at my in-laws if I can't wear a hat? This is going to be interesting. This is a petty little thing, but maybe you guys can help me know if I was in the wrong. For context, I, 25 female, got married in November. My mother-in-law doesn't really like me, even trying to steal the spotlight at my wedding, but is still overly traditional. At Thanksgiving, I was having a really bad hair day, so I wore a black leather cap, a dressier newsboy style one, which my husband said looked great on me. The holiday was hostile, even more so than prior gatherings I'd been to, and hubby said mother-in-law said it was because I wore a hat. But I know it was just an excuse. I told mother-in-law I wouldn't come to Christmas with them, then blocked her number in Facebook.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a little drastic.
Jeez, man. My husband is trying to keep us both happy since he doesn't like conflict. He wants to come to one more celebration to see if maybe people are getting used to me. He's told mother-in-law she needs to be nice and treat me as part of the family since I am, and that if I feel unwelcome at Christmas like I did at Thanksgiving, that I won't attend future events, and she sees him much more anyway. I understand why he wants me to give her one final chance and haven't had any conflict with him. Marriage is about compromise, and I get that he doesn't want to cut her off since she's his mother, but I just don't want to be involved with her unless I have to be.
I am going to pitch a business proposal, and it is rent a family.
I like this. I want to invest in this project.
It's something that, the workforce is aging, people are retiring, but people get bored. You can only play golf so many times. So you apply for the Rent a Family Foundation, and when Christmas comes around, you can rent out maybe an aunt or an uncle or some fake in-laws and go have Christmas or Thanksgiving at their place. And it's Rent a Family. It's all the family fun without any of the messy entanglements.
You could even have different demographics that you cater towards. Like you could have families that are specifically the political ones, so you can sit back and eat popcorn while everyone yells at each other.
Yeah, you can.
It's great.
Get your flavor of family. Like, oh, I want the Fortnite Grandpa. And you can be like, here's Fortnite Grandpa. He's going to talk about all the skins and hitting the gritty with you while you're eating turkey.
Is the grandpa supposed to come across as younger while the children are the ones that act jaded and old?
I don't know. I just had the phrase
taxes.
Is this person the grasshole?
Yes and no.
I would say
Interesting.
I don't know.
It's okay to say that everyone involved is just kind of equally meh.
Everyone, it's a field of grassholes here.
It seems like she's very justified in her feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also it doesn't seem like she's making much of an effort to try and accommodate the mother-in-law or the in-laws in any way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's also
if it's just the hat that's the problem, give up the hat. Be vulnerable with that, and if there's still more problems, then that's on them.
Alternatively, escalate it. Come to Christmas wearing nothing but hats.
I can't complain about it now, can they?
Every piece of clothing is replaced by a hat. You have.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant just
a hat.
I mean, that too. You could just show up naked as a jaybird wearing nothing but a hat, but I meant hat shirt, hat pants. How some people wear nothing but denim.
So is that what we're saying, that it's kind of just everyone's being a bit unreasonable?
Everyone's the jerkhole. Dr. Jerkhole and Mr. Snide.
Interestingly, Reddit's consensus is that everyone sucks.
Hey!
That's literally the phrasing that's even used.
Finally, Reddit and I agree on something.
Okay, this one might be a little funny because of the title. I'm hoping that these can get funnier. I forgot that this website can hold people just being really negative.
It's Reddit.
I prefer the funnier ones. No, but there's really funny ones I've seen on this subreddit before, so I was hoping. All right. Am I the asshole for refusing to return my daughter's Christmas gift?
Sorry, refusing to return?
Yeah, it's phrased weirdly. Let me see if we can unpack this.
Oh, hold on.
My daughter Kayla, 17 years old, has been asking for a
Thanks for dropping her name.
Oh yeah, true.
I don't know why that's important. If her name was Bethany, it would be an entirely different situation. But since her name is Kayla,
we'll give her some credit. Yeah, give her some credit. My daughter Kayla, 17, has been asking for a laptop for a while. Money's been tight, so my wife and I saved up to get it for her Christmas. I couldn't wait to give it to her. There's an edit because I guess they made an edit after the post. Edit: my wife is Kayla's biological mother since people keep assuming she's her stepmom. Why would people assume that?
Because it's Reddit.
Okay. The other day, I came home from work and find Kayla upset, my wife in a mood, and our son, Martin, 15, looking pleased. So the other two are upset, and the kid's just like,
Oh no!
This doesn't bode well.
This is bad.
I asked my wife in private what was going on. She started venting to me that Kayla is an ungrateful brat. We should return her gift, etc. She then explained that she and our son decided to pull a small prank. This person did not write the sentence correctly.
Who?
She then explained that she and our son decided to pull a small prank our daughter.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, they just missed a word.
No,
Yeah.
they missed a comma. The small prank was the daughter.
Oh, I see.
I mean, they'll elaborate on the prank, I guess. Martin, the son, told Kayla, the daughter, that my wife had told him that instead of the laptop, Kayla, was getting the amount it cost in gift cards to various stores, clothing, food, etc., not places you could buy a laptop, because she felt she wasn't ready for one. Oh, so the little snot like told the daughter that the parents said that she was getting like a bunch of cards and stuff and not like an actual laptop, so he like lied to her.
No, but the mom is in on this too, because it said the mom and the son decided to pull the prank.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Martin told Kayla that my wife, the
okay.
mother,
Martin told Kayla that.
So the mother was not involved in telling Kayla that.
Gosh,
it was the little
in the telling,
it was Martin,
but
and because Martin was probably like, yeah, they're just gonna get you cards.
Hey, he was gonna get you a bunch of cream, but he decided to get you cards instead.
No laptop. Let me try to get this out. Martin told Kayla that my wife had told him that instead of the laptop, Kayla, was getting the amount it cost in gift cards to various stores because she felt that she wasn't ready for one. Kayla got very upset and asked the mom if this was true. The wife said yes and added maybe next year. Kayla got upset and said this wasn't fair. Oh, maybe she lied because it was like, oh, she's gonna be so surprised on Christmas then.
Well, yeah, no. So it was a joint thing.
Joint...
It said at the beginning that she and the son conspired together to pull a prank on the daughter. And so then the son went and told the daughter this, and she went and checked with the mom, and the mom confirmed it.
Oh, yeah, that she and our son
they're
decided.
in cahoots.
Yeah, okay, I didn't read that part. That was my mistake. Okay. Oh, yeah, so the mom was involved. Okay. Kayla got very upset and asked my wife this is true. My wife said yes and added maybe next year. Kayla got upset and said this wasn't fair. She had only asked for one thing. Clearly money wasn't an issue. My wife admits she started laughing, which made Kayla even more upset. She told my wife she was a jerk.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. My wife feels how Kayla reacted to the prank, aka showing her true colors, and what if we couldn't afford it? Wait, hold on, let me read that correctly. My wife feels how Kayla reacted to the prank, showed her true colors, and what if we couldn't afford it? I pointed out that we had told Kayla in the past that we couldn't afford it, and she took it well. It seems that the issue was knowing we had the money and could have bought it, but allegedly didn't. I asked her what she expected to come from this little prank and called her childish for roping Martin into it. I said I'm not returning the laptop. My wife is mad at me and says Kayla needs to be punished. I also made my wife tell Kayla it was all a prank. Kayla apologized for calling my wife a jerk, but said the prank was super hurtful. My wife refused to apologize and doubled down that she doesn't feel Kayla deserved it.
Goodness.
Martin did apologize for his role. Wait a minute. Martin did apologize for his role. So the little kid, the boy, apologized, and the daughter apologized to the mother for calling her a jerk, and the mom is still upset?
The mom...
Yeah, this seems like the mom is the problem here.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Like, the fact that they hadn't even told her yet that it was a prank, to hear her response, like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of have some
Yeah,
introspective.
no, the dad here is totally fine.
The
don't return that.
The mom is the dirt bag.
I guess the mom was called a jerk one too many times in high school, and she just couldn't handle her daughter being called a jerk.
She snapped. You should return the mom's laptop.
I thought you were going to say you should return the mom.
What? Yeah, return it to the Rent-A-Family.
Return mom to the Reddit family, we don't need her. I mean, honestly, after all that, it makes perfect sense why Reddit thought that that she was a mother-in-law, because that's such a mother-in-law thing to do.
Stepmother.
To be honest. Oh, stepmother, rather. Yeah, it's such a stepmom thing to do, to be honest. Yeah, I agree with you guys, and so did Reddit. Not an a-hole was the consensus. Yeah. Man, that's crazy.
That's two hits, Reddit. Two things we agree on, but only two things. Everything else we don't agree on, Reddit.
Am I the asshole for refusing to make my green bean casserole for a Christmas party? Names have been changed. We're all over 35 years old. For almost 15 years now, my friends have...
Sorry. What is there about 35 that makes this a magic number?
Maybe just implied maturity, not that means implied maturity.
We're all able to become the president.
Implied adults.
We are all old enough to be old people. That's, I guess, I don't know. Okay, the names have been changed.
We're all old enough to be ready for a midlife crisis.
Maybe that's why they made this post.
Everybody's old enough for a midlife crisis.
Depends on how long you're going to live.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it's called midlife, right?
Yeah, not late life.
I'm having a midlife crisis right now, and I'm only 21.
Oops.
All right, let's get this over with. For almost 15 years now, my friends have holiday parties where we each bring a dish. Mine has always been a green bean casserole. It's nothing fancy, just a random recipe I found online. A few years ago, Amy joined our group.
Oh, thanks, Amy.
Darn Amy.
There
have been...
Sorry, why are we immediately dunking on Amy?
Screw Amy! Amy's a jerk!
Go home!
For no specific reason. Go home. You're not invited anymore. A few years ago, Amy joined our group. There have been zero issues with Amy until parties. My casserole was overhyped, and after tasting it, Amy said that she could do better. Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Did you hear what Amy said? She said...
Amy said that my casserole is not as good as hers. She's such a jerk!
This seems like something that's whispered at, like, Midwestern potlucks at churches. Like...
That's so true. I gladly passed casserole duty to her. It didn't hit the same, and it was gently suggested to get passed back to me. Amy took this personal. For years, she texted me after parties about how offended she is that I keep making the dish to spite her, and how bad it tastes. And how bad it tastes, she says that?
This casserole is so grody.
Don't eat it.
She's even accidentally brought her own green bean casserole several times. Oh, that's not by accident. Oh, yeah. The accidentally's in quotes.
Yeah, I was just walking around the kitchen and I tripped, and some green beans and some French onions and some soup and some cheese all fell into a pot.
It all fell into a pan.
A casserole dish, and then it jumped into the oven and cooked itself, and then jumped out into my hands, drove my car to the potluck, and then jumped out, and it's here. It's my magic accidental casserole.
That sounds like an elaborate kill from Final Destination, to be honest. It was the wind! The wind did it! This Thanksgiving, Amy snapped over someone complimenting my casserole. She screamed at everyone for pandering to me, how I'm out to get her, and for everyone hating her family since her recipe has been passed down for generations.
What is this?
Then she stormed out. We all talked afterwards, and I explained that this had been going on for years, even showing her the text that she had sent. Everyone said it was out of character for Amy, and wondered if something else is going on. As far as I'm aware, it's only the casserole.
Oh my goodness.
We get along 100% otherwise.
Oh my goodness.
I took Amy, her husband, and my husband out for coffee to talk, and she was told it was all a misunderstanding. Amy has been struggling with depression, so it was within her rights to act how she did.
And there's the sad part.
Really? Yeah, okay. I asked how I could help, but Amy said questions like those were what her therapist warned her of me attempting to manipulate her. Okay. We agreed to end our talk there. We agreed to end our talk there since we were getting heated in public and hadn't talked since. When the group chat began planning Christmas dishes, Amy went out of her way to say I should make the casserole since I accused her of hating it, and she wouldn't want everyone to feel more uncomfortable than I'm making a misunderstanding out to be. When I tried to speak up, everyone said I shouldn't take things so seriously and to sympathize with Amy going through a rough patch. To me, Amy has made it well aware that something to do with myself or the casserole was causing her so much turmoil over the years. She simply won't talk to me about it. She just claims I never listened to her. I have no plans to make the casserole, but now I don't want to go to the Christmas party. My husband thinks it's unfair for me to do to everyone and that I shouldn't exclude myself from a fun time. I told him there's no hard feelings of him going on his own, but he says I'm missing the point. He says such a minor thing shouldn't affect years of good moments with Amy and our friends. I fully understand how depression affects people, but it's hard for me to accept as a get out of free card. Get out of free card.
Get out of free card. You gotta get out of free!
I gotta get out of free! I can't pay to get out of. That's insane in this economy. But it's hard for me to accept as a get out of free.
Get out of free
I'm very
card.
confused and failing to see why this shouldn't be taken seriously. Am I the asshole?
So we have two paths here. We can either get sad and
Yeah.
serious and talk about depression and narcissistic personality disorder, or we can go silly and talk about green beans.
I say we talk about green beans.
If you choose the green bean pill, you'll continue further down the casserole hole.
The casserole?
Is it shaped like a green bean?
But if you choose the black pill, then you will talk about depression and sadness.
To be honest, I think I missed something because it's like a freaking flip switch. I've been doing that today.
Switch is
The
flipped.
switch flipped, and like people were all of a sudden getting on OP for this whole thing. It's such a weird how do you describe it? It's such a jumbled mess.
It is.
Because like I feel like there's so many like nuances to this that it's like like it's hard to really pin down. To be honest, the therapist part kind of caught me off guard where
Yeah.
it said that the therapist warned her of me attempting to manipulate her. So like this person's been like the focal point of some of her issues, which is like really crazy.
The phrase manipulate her, I don't know, makes me think that somebody here may have some sort of like narcissistic personality disorder or something
Yeah.
like that. Either Amy or the OP, I don't know. And I have too much of bad history with that sort of thing.
I don't know if this is just the way OP described it or if this is actually what Amy and her husband told this person. Amy has been struggling with depression, so it was within her rights to act how she did.
See, that's the interesting thing.
That's like I don't know. I mean, I can understand. It's understandable, but at this, yeah.
Real quick. Raise your hand if you've struggled with depression.
My hand is
currently raised.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, just to like get to the public that we have like at least some sort of like standpoint on this.
Just
Okay.
so that we're speaking from experience here.
Yeah. I mean, obviously everyone's experience is different. It's just interesting to me because like I would never use the phrasing within their right to act that way based off of depression. Like that seems a bit of a stretch.
No, that
to be
even
honest.
seems like somebody who's faking depression. That seems like something they would say to get away with rude behavior.
Yeah, and it's like a level of entitlement that's like, okay, regardless of like how depressed you
Yeah.
are, you can't just expect people to like cater to your like jerkiness.
Yeah, like
just
it's
because like that's not fair.
it's if you're having a rough time and you act like that, okay, that's all right. But when you're through that bad time, you reflect and you say, "Hey, I shouldn't have acted like that. I'm sorry." That doesn't give you. It's not a get out of free card to just be a jerk.
Yeah.
Also, it's crazy to me that it sounds like the original poster has like been talked about in her therapy sessions, quote, like apparently, because the way it's described in the previous paragraphs, it sounds like she's just like being really pissy at him, like constantly, like texting this person after texting this person every year after they make casserole, like just to like insult their casserole to them. Like that's, yeah.
Sorry, that's still super funny to me. Of just like, great party, freaking hated the casserole, punk.
And I ate it anyways, and it was disgusting.
I had a big plate and I threw up afterwards, and it gave me bad diarrhea, but I ate it anyways, and it tasted like garbage.
I grew 3 horns on my head, and then my skin turned green because of your casserole.
I had to get my stomach pumped, but guess what? I'm gonna be eating it next year because it's so bad.
No, this just all feels like a sitcom misunderstanding
It
blown
does.
way out of proportions, and I think that everyone involved needs to have some conversations and a therapist involved.
Yeah.
Or make something besides green bean casserole.
Yeah.
There's so many other side dishes that are leaps and bounds better than green bean casserole. Make mac and cheese. Make my freaking, like, chipotle maple sweet potatoes. Make anything besides green bean casserole. Problem freaking solved.
Maybe.
Are these people really this just enamored with green bean casserole? Like,
I will say, this is the only like leniency I will give to Amy, is that it's really easy to make a really bad green bean casserole, depending on what you use.
Yeah, I threw some
you could.
I threw some Spam and some cream from my fridge in a pot of green beans.
Well, I mean, it's like the kind of people who will put like a can of chowder and a can of green beans and some like dried onions over it and call that a green bean casserole. You know,
a can of chowder?
Well, isn't that what's in green bean casserole? Chowder?
I don't know. I've never had it.
I just know some people will literally just use like canned stuff for the most part, and it's like, that's terrible.
This continues to sound like a Midwest melee.
Well, we should probably move off of this.
Actually,
one.
speaking of melees,
Reddit's,
I think it's time for...
Oh, I thought you were going to say speaking of green beans.
No, I'm saying speaking of melees and battling, I think it's time for...
This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny.
The ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Christmas edition. I'm very proud of this one. So welcome to the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. This is the part of the podcast where we take two fictional characters and have them face off against each other to see who would win. This is really a good segue because our first contestant is mean, he's green, he's a Grinching machine. It's Dr. Seuss's The Grinch.
Woo!
In the other corner, he was told to come down to the coast, have a couple of drinks, share some laughs, but instead he ended up fighting Alan Rickman. It's John McClane. So, this begs the question, gentlemen, of Christmas characters. Who would win? The Grinch or John McClane from Die Hard?
Well, I feel like this is a no-brainer, but maybe someone has thoughts on how the Grinch gets out of this, because I feel like John McClane can pretty much do anything, and also he's willing to kill. And as far as I know, the Grinch hasn't gone that far.
Have you seen the Jim Carrey Grinch?
Sure, they're terrifying. They probably also still die to gunshot wounds.
I don't know if there's anything that can kill that Grinch.
To be fair, if we're going to talk about the Jim Carrey Grinch, Jim Carrey actually went through like CIA torture training to wear that suit for that movie. So he kind of has some sort of training, which is like,
well, I don't think John McClane's going to torture him.
But I don't know. I just figured I'd mention it because it's cool.
What's the stage? Because my imagining is the Grinch takes over...
Final Destination, no items.
Fox only. My imagination is Grinch has taken over Whoville, and John McClane is like, I don't know, visiting his adopted Who child or something. John McClane is part of the Rent-A-Family program and is in Whoville being rented out.
He shrunk down and got onto the speck on the snowflake.
Oh wait, I forgot about that. The Grinch is like 1 micron tall.
Wait, couldn't John McClane theoretically never even be able to injure him?
Yeah.
Would he even be able to make contact with it? Actually, yeah, no, never mind. He could.
Could the Grinch enter his bloodstream and like cause a clot? Okay, we're gonna level the playing field. They're the same size.
Okay.
The Grinch has been removed from the speck and is regular size and has decided to take over a mountain above a small town and
Leavenworth. The Grinch has taken over the rustic alpine town in Washington called Leavenworth.
He's up in the enchantments.
He's on the roller coaster itself, saying, "You can't get me, John McClane. You can't get me."
Yeah, I don't know how to argue for the Grinch here.
He's crafty, though.
I think I could actually prove that the Grinch is a very formidable opponent. Hear me out.
Okay. I'm listening.
Pulls out chalkboard.
So can we assume that it's all, like, it's not just a specific Grinch from the films, it's just the Grinch?
Okay. The concept of the Grinch, or are you talking about, like, fighting Grinch team, where it's the Benedict Cumberbatch...
What have we done previously for things like that. Like we had Sonic, and we decided it was specifically
Game Sonic.
From the
Yeah.
games.
game Sonic. So I think maybe we pick a specific Grinch.
Pick a specific Grinch. Okay.
I had a point to make that was from both films.
Okay. Well, here, I want to hear that point. I was
going to point out that in the original Grinch animated short film, he literally twists his head 360 degrees and doesn't twist it back the other way. That is some sense of like durability.
You're right.
I don't know how
You're
to
right.
describe
and
that.
doesn't John McClane snap somebody's neck in that fashion?
I believe so.
Okay, so he can't snap the Grinch's neck.
And when in the live action film, when the Grinch is a baby, he takes a bite out of a ceramic Santa shaped plate and chews it up and eats it. He can literally eat glass.
Oh, when he's an adult, he eats a freaking bottle. Yeah,
he eats a bottle. He eats a glass bottle when he's an adult. He can literally eat glass. He can twist his head 360 degrees without dying. I believe he is immortal. Or at least something close to that.
Plus, he lives in a dump, so I think he's gotten like 50 bloodborne pathogens.
He rubs his armpits with onions.
So now what I'm thinking is we have a Lovecraftian Grinch versus John McClane. And
Unkillable.
I don't know, this feels kind of like an alien scenario.
Yeah.
I feel like John McClane still makes it happen. He's pretty darn resourceful.
I'm just imagining like there's a standoff, like John McClane fires on him, and there's just like a bunch of bullet holes that just close up, and the Grinch just continues walking towards John McClane.
Yeah, nope, I can picture that too.
So we think the Grinch would... I mean, that's the thing, though.
I still think John McClane would win. I think Die Hard shows his level of ingenuity and ability to improvise to make things happen.
Because the way the Grinch is defeated is it's a victory of the heart. All you got to do for the Grinch is to just... I mean, that's the thing, is the Grinch
He also
like,
does to try and reason with people, that's true. So I think John McClane could maybe talk to the Grinch.
Grinch steals Christmas, and then he realizes that by stealing Christmas, he hasn't stolen Christmas, so there's no way that he can win, which means he changes, and he's like, okay, yeah, moral, change my heart. That's how the Grinch loses. That's how the Grinch is defeated. So I think using that logic, that reasoning, that John McClane could convince the Grinch, and then I think, John McClane could win.
Also, I'd like to point out that if the Grinch's heart can grow in 2 sizes without him having a heart attack or like cardiac arrest, I think that's also further proof that he might be immortal. But I'm just saying.
Wait, hold on a second. Are we using pre or post-transformation Grinch? Because post-transformation Grinch does have like the strength of...
Oh, and he gets the strength of 10 men to lift the sleigh!
10 who's plus 2.
Yeah, 10 who's plus 2, not 10 men. But still, he's actually insane. He's OP.
The Grinch in Smash?
I'm imagining that...
That was actually a meme, though.
I'm imagining that the meme one where it's the two like buff men just like striding towards each other, but it's John McClane and the Grinch. Can we
commission this? I would actually be willing to pitch in for this commission.
I would make that a merch on the website.
You know, we could actually... Cool. I don't know if it'd be too expensive. The 3 of us could commission that from an artist and then use that as merch, like officially. That we could actually do that.
That would be cool. Final consensus. Grinch versus John McClane. I don't know if I'm ready for that though. Cause if he's I don't know. I feel like I'm beating around the bush and that John McClane would eventually win. Just because, I mean, he's been through 5 Die Hard movies. I think he could win.
He's walked on glass.
The Grinch has eaten glass.
The Grinch eats glass for breakfast.
So his lair is just filled with broken glass.
Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. I love this scene. Like, the Grinch is chasing him. He jumps through a window. He, like, shoots out a bunch of windows, so there's a bunch of glass, and he's like, Grinch, you don't got shoes. You can't... It's gonna be real fun to walk through here. I've done this before. And the Grinch is like, ha! I eat glass for breakfast! And then, like, bends down and starts eating the glass.
And then just like in the Penguins like Christmas like mini movie, he like spits it out like bullets at him. Just like
How many years have we referenced that?
I don't know.
Okay, I really want to see this now, but I'm still rooting for John McClane in one way or another.
I think the Grinch could beat John McClane. I think John McClane is better in like hand-to-hand combat, but the Grinch's durability is like insane. His stats are just so insane in that regard.
I think the Grinch would beat John McClane, but in beating John McClane would realize that really he's not done anything, and then would have a change of heart, and ultimately John McClane would win.
It's a joint win.
Yeah.
Because he lost, but he won, and the Grinch won,
Yeah.
but he lost.
Everybody wins.
So it's a tie.
Yeah. But
I could get behind that.
I can too. This is kind of hard to like really pin down.
it's a tie where both people have won
And lost.
and lost. Okay.
Cool.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Let's check back. Let's check the polls.
Do we actually get some feedback?
Not on our YouTube one, but I posted one on a server where I know people are active, and we have 1 vote for Caterpillar and 3 votes for Boar somehow. But then again, yeah. But we're going to use the Electoral College rules where this doesn't determine our vote, it only influences it. Also, they don't know, like, the rest. I just posted the animals. I didn't post, like, what they meant.
You gotta go with the aspirations, though. That's the important part.
The aspirations are important. As much as I love 2024 Year of the Boar, I do think maybe one of the buggies might be where my vote would go. I don't know. I'm actually really feeling Caterpillar.
Me too. I feel like it's also like we can't just go straight to butterfly.
We have to metamorphosize.
You gotta be a patient caterpillar who hasn't transformed yet.
I think I would still stick with Caterpillar personally. Yeah.
Now, is there a specific type of caterpillar that we want to use?
The woolly mammoth caterpillar.
Okay, sorry. I looked up cool caterpillars and I'm getting hooked out. Woolly mammoth.
Oh, the woolly bear, not
Woolly
woolly
bear.
mammoth. It's woolly bear. Oh, the moth that comes from it's cool. Oh, but it's a moth, not a butterfly.
Moths are cool. I like moths.
Lamp.
Well, Ian, congratulations. Yours was the one. Do you want to ring in?
And it was
yeah,
unanimous.
it was unanimous. I think that's
Yay.
cool. Do you want to ring it in?
What do you mean ring it in?
You get the honors of just saying,
Just ring the bell.
you know, like, hey, this is the year and this is the animal, but you can do it in like a funny like town crier voice or something like that.
While ringing a bell.
We still need to find like the motto, right?
I thought you had the motto.
Oh, I didn't really plan that one out actually.
Well, but you
Yeah, you
said
said
something
something
with it.
Well, I said like growth
Yeah.
and like maturity and evolution and change, but I didn't have a cool motto that has like maybe a rhyme in
Okay.
it, you know, a limerick of sorts.
Believe and eat leave.
Believe, eat, leave, or leave. One of the three.
Believe and receive the leave.
I like that. 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 I like
What
that.
does that have to do with growth, though?
Oh, I don't know. Is there a word that ends with eve that is about growth?
Believe on the eve of change.
How about Speeve? SBEVE.
Oh, words ending with eve. Achieve.
Okay.
Agrieve, beeve, believe, borrow, reeve, whatever that is. Breathe. Wait, so we could do achieve.
We could do achieve. We could do believe, eat, leave, achieve.
Yeah.
I like that.
Believe, eat, leave, achieve.
It doesn't.
I like it.
It doesn't make too much sense, but you know.
That's pretty classic for us.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Believe, eat, leave, achieve. Okay. All right, Ian.
And this gives all of our, thousands
Yes.
of fans something to think through and come to their own understanding of what we mean, because we're definitely very intentional with this, and we have a
do.
purpose with it, so
do.
they can find that.
This is the year of metamorphosis.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
Well, you're not gonna get it out of there.
Ian.
Beholders are notoriously difficult.
Oh, right. Okay. You meant out of the beholder.
I was about to say, I was hoping that's what you meant.
I thought you meant. Never mind. Ian, please ring in the year.
All right. So you're the caterpillar. Believe, eat, leave, and achieve. And roll up your sleeve.
Hear ye, hear ye. There it is. Yay! Well, that was...
That's
I
the
am
bell.
very excited to caterpillar it up. I do find it interesting how in our zodiac, currently, we're in year 3, and a majority of the animals are insects.
So true.
For a little bit, I was thinking of mycelium as like, well, that's not an animal; it's a
It's,
fungus.
it's a
still.
part of a fungus, too.
But they are pretty fun.
Hey, I'd be down for a mushroom year. Hold on a second. That's the year between high school and college.
The year of the cordyceps infect and spread.
It's the year of the truffle. It's be in the ground and be very valuable.
And be found with a
Be
hunting
the
dog.
treasure in the trash.
Be the treasure in
Be
the
the
trash.
treasure in the trash. That's awesome.
Okay. Well, I think that's all the time we have.
Plus some.
Plus a lot. But it's a Christmas episode. Those are always long. Yeah.
So true.
Thanks for listening. If you liked this show, share it with a friend. That's how we grow and make more episodes.
Yeah, or don't. You know, it's up to you.
If you don't,
you have.
But if you don't, we will leave a rotted potato in
if
your
we
house.
don't, we'll go to Reddit and we'll make you the grass hole. So
I'll come to your house and gargle.
Curds.
What was it again?
Your curds.
Gargle curds in front of your door all day.
yeah, and I'll go to your house and I'll take a big poop somewhere. It's a
I'll squat down like that, and they'll take a big poop on your
I'll
carpet.
look like a big log and I'll leave a big log. And I hate that one. I'm cutting that one out.
And then it'll fly back up through your chimney on a witch's broom.
I'll come into your house looking for wine and sausages.
Because I'm mad that I didn't get to see the J-Man himself first.
I turned down the wise men. They're called friggin' wise men. Why didn't I listen?
You know, for being wise, they really didn't let me know what was going on at the time, you know?
Friggin' heck. Anyways, I'm gonna eat this green bean casserole.
Darn Amy.
Darn Amy.
Can't make a green bean casserole.
Casserole is garbage.
Yeah, nothing.
Casserole is nothing.
She has no
It's
talent.
no good. Good for nothing. We also have social medias. We're gonna be pretty active, hopefully, on our YouTube. That's where we're gonna post stuff. Because Twitter, who cares about Twitter?
Yeah. I mean, well,
Twitter doesn't
No.
exist
yeah,
anymore.
it's called X. Get with the times, bro.
Musk cannot take that from me. Musk may take Mars, but I will call it Twitter till the day I die.
Elon Musk owns Mars.
What will Elon Musk rename Mars?
Musk.
You know, 4 letters starts with
Yeah,
an M. It's like the same thing.
same. 4 letters start with an M, 1 vowel.
You could just combine them and call it Marsk.
Ah man, then I'd have to change. It'd be really hard to explain my favorite Pixar film, Pixar's Mars, to people if Musk changed the title.
Alrighty, let's roll out.
Yeah, so we have social medias. So we are on Twitter at OTAP_podcast. Our YouTube is OTAP_podcast. If you want to Gmail us something, you can Gmail us at othatpod@gmail.com. And then we have a Redbubble, which is OTAP-store, where you can find some amazing little goobers and geebos to plaster on your water bottle.
And maybe someday soon it will be the Grinch versus John
or maybe
McClane.
it'll be a little caterpillar that you can put on there. And remember that you are supposed to believe, eat, leave, and achieve. Oh goodness. What are we going to close out with?
What if I found a Christmas pun? I could find a Christmas pun. Bad Christmas puns. Alright, I got one. What's every elf's favorite type of music? Rap!
Oh,
Huh?
I get it. I get it.
This,
Yeah.
This sucks. It's the worst.
3, 2, 1.
Bye!